位 NP 的家人们，大家好！欢迎大家莅临我们5天启动营的第5天。各位，等一下呢，我们会播放陆续介绍的影片。在介绍影片之前呢，可以请各位家人们打上您来自于哪个团队、哪个国家、哪个城市，我们热烈的欢迎您。我们 NP 的整个公司呢，遍及了全球54个国家，所以呢，我们的全球的家人们来自于马来西亚、纽约、中国、香港、法国、台北、瑞典、巴黎、五湖四海各个地方都有我们 New Skin 的家人们，欢迎大家在这个晚上或者是早上齐聚一堂，一起聆听我们3阶创业名人康瑞老师的分享。欢迎大家来自全球各地的家人们。欢迎各位来临。接下来我们介绍 NP World 这一个教育创业平台。
Welcome to our platform today.
NP World 是由我们小弟老师、康瑞老师共同创立的一个全球培训系统，透过一条网路线，可以连接全世界。5天启动营现在结合了菲利普老师、刘润华老师一起合作，开办了2021年开春第1个月的5天启动营课程。强打第一棒就是由5位3阶创业名人共同担任讲座，今天进行到了第5天。由我们的康瑞老师来为大家做分享。全球各地的 NP 家人们，大家好，我
Hello everyone, I'm the MC for tonight. I'm so honored to be here. My name is Rachel. I'm from Taiwan. I've been a teacher in an elementary school for 3 years already. Thanks for all the teachers tonight to guide me to this business. This time, we have a boot camp for 5 days. We do have bilingual language. We do have a Mandarin and English channel tonight. So please click on the 3 dots either on the top or on the bottom of your screen to select the language you like. So now we can see that we have 700 plus participants for tonight. Everybody's so excited for tonight. Tonight we have our speaker for tonight. It's our Ray Lee, who is $15 million circle, and then she was university student. And when she was in the school, she encountered this business. and he is living in Taiwan, and he's living in a very famous apartment. In his team actually has many people, professionals and entrepreneurs, and everybody's so happy to be with him. Let's give him a big round of applause to welcome him for tonight. Thank you for our MC Rachel to introduce me.
我觉得我最大的改变就是我开始懂得坚持这件事情。
非常感谢这个 Skin 哈，
做如新非常好，就没有看过那个坚持到最后没成功的。现在就下一个决定，要来提升自己跟家人的生活。谢谢，
谢谢康瑞老师，欢迎康瑞老师。
好的，好，谢谢。
Welcome, are ready for tonight? So hello everyone. Good morning, good evening. So thank you for our Jasmine to organize all this event. Also, thank you for our Philip. He is so passionate and he always help our teammate. I remember there's once he was helping our MP two business partners. He was doing share for 3 days and 3 nights. So let's give him a big round of applause. Thank him so much. And I also feel so much care and love and warmth in this business. So if you are new to this, or you just start this business, even though if you are sponsor or your teacher are not around you, but don't worry, because we can still learn together. And then now through the online, the Sky University, we can all learn together. I know that we have so many new people here today. So let me ask you something. For all the people who are here, even doesn't matter if you're new or if you're old, can you let me know, do you want to make money? If you want to make money, please type the flower emoji on the chat room. So by doing, having a reaction, it will help you to motivate you even more. So if you want to make money, that's very good. That means you are very motivated and then you're responsible. And let me ask you something. Do you want to make small money or you want to make big money? If you want to make big money, please type big in our chat room. That's great. We're even more similar now. So let me ask you another question. Do you want to make money just once, or you want to have a passive income? So please type if you want to have a passive income, or if you want to type, if you want to have passive income, please type passive in the chat room. So I always say that what determines your life? I usually say that it depends on your environment, the friend you encounter, the platform you encounter. For most of the time, I will say if you work for somebody, then it's probably your company. If you are a teacher, or if you work with a lady, if you are a teacher, then your platform is your school. If you are working for government, your platform is the city. For some people, you don't want to have a normal life. And for me, I was so lucky that I met my classmates, who is Jasmine. She is just a visa student from Malaysia, and she shared the business with me. And I was just like you guys. I was trying to learning and then to learn everything I can. So now, I have the extraordinary life that I want now. So I want to congratulate all of you who's been here, because maybe this will be the new chapter of your life now. Maybe from today, you can step by step and walking toward to the dream that you want to be, because you can learn all the methods and actions from here. You do need your persistency action. Because I want to say that it doesn't matter which field you want to be. If you want to just make money, you can make money in any kind of job. But for example, if you like to do investment, then you will have to encounter many difficulties. And if you can encounter all of them, then you can have success after. So that's why we always say that if you are in an environment which everything is smooth, then everybody will all look good. But if you are in a situation that has many obstacles, then after that, you will be even great. So Philip is one of the great examples. He's been in the business for so long. And I remember that every few years, we always heard that there's a great opportunity in every few years. And then today, I want to share with you how can you make enough income in this business and have the life that you want to have. But before I do that, I want to share with you for something. So today I'm not talking about for those kind of people who can be successful. The picture you can see like a celebrity, she's so beautiful. And second, and then this is Mrs. Hua. And we're not going to talk about how she can be successful because her background was so strong. She was the first lady who works in the tractor bank. I was so lucky that I get to talk to her before. And she said, many people say that if you do Nu Skin, you will have no status. People will look down at you. But for me, I feel this is a great platform. And all the people that you see on my PowerPoint right now, so this gentleman, he was working for one of the richest person, Li Ka-chen, and he used to work for him for 18 years. So he actually had a very strong background too, and he decided to quit and join Nu Skin. Why? So when I look at all those people, I was thinking, yeah, they're all so successful with a strong background already. That's why they can be successful. And then now on this picture, you can look at this lady. She's actually, she's in the States. She was a makeup artist in Hollywood. So we're not gonna talk about how she became successful in this business too, because her background was strong already too. And now this gentleman, he's in the new skin business, and ever since he's in the new skin business, he already been purchased more than 10 plus properties. And this lady, she is my angel in my life. So she showed that even though she started when she has nothing. On the picture, on the corner of the so you can see that we start the business, we're all sitting on the floor because that time we don't have any money. My teacher, she is really good. Her skin is beautiful and she works really hard. But we're not gonna talk about how she became successful today either.
现在如新吸引了很多的美女进来，这位是呢。
So now our business actually attracts so many beautiful ladies to do this business with us. The lady in this picture, she is a model, and then she was the number one model, but she quit her job after and then decided to join New Skin after. So today we're not gonna talk about her, why she will be successful either. And for this lady on the photo, she is the owner of restaurants, and then she worked 16 hours a day. When she was doing New Skin too, she was already successful in her own business before, and she's been so successful in New Skin business too. And this is our doctor. So this gentleman you see on the picture, his background is very strong. He was a master and bachelor with in the very famous university school in Taiwan. He was doing engineer and for many years, and he quit his job and then joined the New Skin business.
好，这位呢是招芳。
And for this this couple you see on the picture, her husband is a banker. He graduated from Georgia University in the States. And the lady, she's really business minded, and then they are both successful. This is also this gentleman. He was the youngest person to work in the stock exchange field. And he was on TV every day, and then he used to be on TV and analyze the stocks every single day. So back then he was already very successful. So in New Skin business, it actually attracts so many of the professionals. And on this picture, she joined our business about 4 years ago. She is a very famous actress in Taiwan. when she was so popular and famous, and then she decided to join our Nu Skin business. I want to congratulate her because she just got recognized as Teen Elite this month. So she has so many fans. I always had this, I always dream about that. She has so many fans, and then she only need to show them one product, and then she can become a Teen Elite. But that's just my imagination. We're not going to talk about how she got so successful in Nu Skin business. And in this picture, when he was 25 years old, and he was in the bottom of our society, for this person, how can he be successful in Nu Skin? Today, this is what I want to share with you, because this person, it's actually myself. I was 125 kilograms, and now I have acne all over my face. I don't have social skills. I don't know how to communicate with people. I remember back then when I was in the school, there's only two people who didn't join the soccer team. And one is the person who's disabled, and one is me. So, because we need money to join this sports. And then that time they were saying that if you want to play with us, you will have to buy a gloves in order to play in a team. And I was thinking, if we need money, then I'm not gonna join. So that was me. And but I was so lucky that Jasmine was my classmate. She didn't ignore me because she think that I'm nobody. She shared the business with me. I remember the first time that she shared the business with me, she talked to me about almost 3 hours. And then she told me that this business is so good that later on they will be opening the office in Malaysia. So I was thinking that this company must be a scam, because my sister did it before, my parents did it before. I know many people around me all did it, and then they all failed. So think about this. Sometimes when your friend are telling you something, and then you feel like sometimes when you try to talk to your friend about this business, and then your friend don't want to listen, sometimes it's not because of you, it's because of the person's own bad experience. Let's talk about, for example, if we go blood donation. I remember there's once I went on to this donor card that I want to donate my blood. And then there's a lady in front of me. And all of a sudden she fainted. I don't know what happened, but she fainted in front of me, and I was so shocked. So that's why the nurse asked me when it was my turn, and then the nurse asked me that, have you been travel around like recently? And then I told her that yes, I have, because I got scared. So in the end, I didn't donate my blood. That's why I want to tell you that for some people around you, sometimes because of their own bad experience, so that's why they don't want to listen to you. So that's why when Jasmine told me, I was thinking that, this is a scam. But I will say that my sponsor was so good. And then she asked me, she said, after she talked to me about business and I reject her, and then she said, she never gave up. And then she asked me, she said, do you have a hair loss problem? And I told her yes. I think that there are two kinds of people who do new skin. One is the lucky person, one is the wisdom person. So she talked to me about that new skin has a shampoo, which is really good for the hair. And then in the end, I decided to give a try. So I asked her, I said, how much is the shampoo? And then she said about 500 new Taiwan dollars. Because she's been talking to me for a long time already. So that's why I say, okay. And I think Jasmine is really good because Jasmine told me that for your situation, I would recommend to use 2 shampoo. When I heard, I almost cried because I was thinking that for 1 shampoo costs 500 already, 2 is over, it's almost 1,000. But and then Jasmine told me that, how about this? Actually, I want to help you save money. You can join as a member, and then in the end, you can have some discount and you can save money so that when you buy the shampoo, you eventually it will be cheaper. So, but so she told me that if you join as a member, in the end, you will have to pay 2,100 in the end, but you will eventually can do the business and save the discount. So that's how I started. And then after I tried the shampoo, and the more I use it, I actually realized my hair condition is actually changing. So I had this idea because I was thinking that if I notice it actually helped me, then maybe I can share with my friend around me, even though if they might think that I lied to them, but if they actually try it and they see the result, then they will believe themselves. Then maybe this will be a good business opportunity. Remember the picture? That's what I looked like before. Do you think it's easy for me to talk to people about the business or the product? Besides, I don't have many friends. And Jasmine and we are classmates in the same class. So when I decide to do this as a business, all my classmates in the class are already Jasmine's members. So there is the quote before, people say that there's no free lunch. But in this world, if you do something and then you put your heart into it, you will never waste it. So that time I was thinking if I'm suitable for this or not. So when I want to start this as a business, my mom was so worried because that time I was already studying bachelor, and my mom was so worried because he thought that I will graduate as a bachelor and then to do something else. But now I want to do this. I want you to remember, if you want to make money, what's the most difficult thing? The most difficult thing is that the school will not teach you how to make money. If your background, if you're from a rich family, then maybe your family will teach you, but otherwise you cannot learn in the school. All my parents, they can tell me it's to study hard and then graduate from university and then just go work for somebody, and then maybe eventually you can buy a house or a car. So my mom always say that you have to listen to me. So I have nothing against the elderly people, but I just want to tell you that that's what my mom always telling me. My mom say that how come you don't listen to me, only listen to other people outside? I don't want to tell her. But then in my mind, I was thinking that if I want to learn how to be a good person, then of course I will learn from you. But then if I want to make money, then I'm not gonna learn from you because you didn't make a big money too. So there was a Chinese slang that says if you don't listen to the elder people, then eventually you will encounter some difficulty in your life. And I was one of them. My mom was so good that she even took me to a fortune teller, and the fortune teller was actually really good. He has a status behind him, which with all the gold necklace around this statue. So my mom asked this fortune teller and say that, do you think my son should continue study university and finish her bachelor degree, or he can do new scheme? And then the fortune teller said that, of course, don't do new scheme. You should go study. Listen to your mom. And then the fortune teller asked me, he said, do you want to have a girlfriend eventually? And he said, so is your sponsor a very beautiful lady? And I told him, yes. And then the fortune teller said, see, because you've been always thinking you want to have a beautiful girlfriend, and that's why now you met your sponsor who is a beautiful lady. She's tricking you. Don't do this business. But in my mind, I was thinking, why I have to let you decide my life? So I actually ignore him, and I still make my decision that I want to do this business. So many people might judge me or judge you, say that, are you suitable for this business? Look at my picture. So even when I look at myself before, I will say that he's not suitable. But can you really judge if the person can do it or not? If this person looks like she's suitable, but he doesn't want to learn, he doesn't want to change, do you think he can be successful? But if this person doesn't look suitable, but he's willing to change and then to work hard, then maybe one day he will be successful. So say if you went to a fortune teller and then the fortune teller tell you that you are suitable for what you do, and then after the fortune teller tell you that you're suitable for what you do, and then you went home and then you just sleep and then don't do anything, and 10 or 20 years later, you still didn't make any money, you went back to him, do you think that will help? So many of you are here today that you think after you listen to me and then you just listened, do you think you can make money after if you don't do anything? And look at me. Like, I've been thinking that maybe I should go back to the fortune teller who told me that I cannot do this business. But now I've been making millions, in more than 10 millions or even more in this business. I really want to go back to the fortune teller and then ask him. Maybe the fortune teller will tell me that you were not suitable in the beginning, but because you decide to give a try, and that's why you're successful afterwards. So my point is that don't listen to anyone around you. So now I'm gonna share with you what I learned on this platform. To do Nu Skin, there are methods of how to do it, and there are new methods for you to do it. So I'm gonna use today's time to share with you how to do this business, because this business actually helped me to have the life that I want. So I heard that if you can give me some flowers or applause by using the emoji on the chat room, it will help you to learn even better. So please give me some flowers and applause in the chat room. So before I start, let's think. If we don't utilize those methods and thinking, then what will happen? I want to analyze for you first. If you didn't learn the method I want to teach you and the mindset I want to teach you tonight, then maybe you will not be able to make enough money that you want. And you might always hesitate and don't know your direction. You might end up spend lots of money to try to learn, but then you still didn't make any money. Or for some people, they might to try to investment somewhere else, but the more they invest, the more money they lost. But it's okay, because later I'll be share with you the methods and the mindset. If you can actually use it in action, it will help you to have the life that you want to have, and it will help you to go travel, and then while you make money. And third, and your income might be able to be 3 times or 5 times or even 10 times more than you can make last year. So that's the point. The first I want to share, look at this person. After 2 years, I've been in Nu Skin business. Then you can tell I changed a little bit, but my body didn't really change a lot. How can he be successful? The first problem you have to solve is that when you have I have no classmates, I have no friend, because back then I always talk negative, and I never really care about what others think. So I actually don't have many friends, and that's why I made my mind. I decided to know strangers, start from strangers. I actually feel it's very suffering for me. Remember what I looked before? If I stay home, I'll probably safe. But when I start to do the Nu Skin, then it's actually very hard for me. When I talk to people, I have to say that Nu Skin is a skincare opportunity. I don't even take care of my skin back then. How would people listen to me? So when I start sharing with people, most people ignore me. And there was a lady I finally met. I have to try to call her, went through her parents and her boyfriend. In the end, I finally get to talk to her. So I told her, I said that I have a small place that I want to invite you to come to my place to do a demo for you. The first thing I want to talk about is you have to have a vision. Many people might say that if you do new skin business, it's gonna take a long time. I think they might be right, because new skin is not a business for you to be rich in one night. And that's why in the beginning, I already asked you, do you want to make small money or big money? If you want to make big money, it's gonna take time. If you want to make fast money, then you can probably do a part-time job. Like, for example, for some people, they host the sign outside and then they get paid right away. So if for people, they want to make fast money, then they probably don't have the vision of it. I think Philip and Jasmine, they both know, because they must be in the situation, the tough situation in the beginning when they start the business too. So that's why in the beginning, it's slow and tough, but if you look at Philip and Jasmine right now, then you will feel it's so unfair in life because they make so much money right now. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the vision. You have to see far away. You have to know why you're doing this. Why we do new skin? You think that you do this business so that in the beginning people will respect you? Not really. Look at the Ting Li Fu earlier, one of the picture we show you. He was a doctor. He works in a very famous IT company as an engineer, and he decided to quit his job and then join Nu Skin. And ever since he did that, he became an embarrassment of his family, because his family was so disappointed. Back then, every time when he was trying to do a social media post, his mom always comment on his post and say that this is a scam that he's doing. And I think his mom must be so disappointed him. But then why he still continue to do Nu Skin? I have so many neighbors with me that in my apartment that they are all doing investment, and then they all made lots of money. Then why we do Nu Skin? Because the income from Nu Skin is, remember in the beginning, I asked you, do you want to make 1 time big money, 2 times big money, 3 times big money, or passive income, big money? So in Nu Skin, it's a passive income. So you continue having income. So even if I lock Jasmine in a small room and then don't let her out for 1 year, she will be still making money in that year. That's what I call passive income. You might be saying that if I have a rental property, then that's called passive income too. You might be right, but if you have a property rental, do you think that this year your property rental income is 50,000 and the next year will be 100,000? It's not possible. So for many of you here, have you always asked your sponsor that, how can I invite people? How can I, do you have any method for me to invite my friends? So there's only one problem about invitation is your mindset. Don't think that when you do invitation, you will never get rejection. It's not possible. You will get rejection all the time. It's your mindset. You ask me why I still do it. Because I know that my method might not be good, but I want to be successful. There's no free lunch. And then I know that the work that I put it out there, eventually it will be worth it. So for many of you here, I think for some people, they make few thousand. We're all talking about new Taiwan dollars here. So for some people, they make thousands of dollars a month. For some people, they make $1 million a month. So what do you do every day? What do you do every day? What do you practice every day? What did you learn from the thing that you do every day? So the more rejection you get, the more training you get, so that you can be. Some people might say that I get so many rejection. It's because my team is not good, my sponsor is not good, my method is not good. If you are those mindset, I will say that you are a victim. You are in a victim mindset. If you constantly in this mindset, you will never be successful because you always think it's other people's fault. The second type is half-half. And then the last kind, the third kind of people is that like a warrior type. If you have a warrior mindset, for example, if you go out today, you met 20 people, only 2 people give you their contact. So they will be always focused on this, the positive side. And for some people, they always focus on the rejection part. And then that's why they don't want to keep trying. So they're in the victim mindset. So it really depends on which area you focus on. For warrior, he will focus on the thing that he gets. You only need 5% and 6 levels, and then you can be team lead in this business. I think this is the mindset. It's very important, and you need to keep practicing. And you might be asking me how long I have to practice for this. For me, I would say 10 plus years. I'll give you another example that I was doing workout recently, and I was telling my friend that you can come and work out with me. So I have a friend who came and just watched me, and then after 15 minutes and he left. For many of you, what will you be thinking? But for me, that time I actually told him, I say, it's very good because you actually can take the opportunity, come here and then watch for 15 minutes. I think it's really good for you. So that's why I want to say that back then, even though I got so many rejections and I was so scared to make phone call, but today I'm gonna teach you a method. So imagine you're in a restaurant, or imagine you're in a wedding banquet and there's so many people around you. So back then, I never practiced before. So I just turned to them and asked them, say, what's your name? Or I asked, do you want to know new scheme? And now I will tell you, those questions are all suicide questions. That's we call suicide questions. So don't ask those suicide questions. So how I started, I said, hi, it's nice to meet you. My name is Rayleigh. And what's your name? So this is how I start our conversation with other people. So, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Rayleigh. May I know your name? You know that people, not many people will reject you if you are polite and you're nice. So you can try to practice too, even by type in the chat room, say that, nice to meet you and your name, and say, may I know your name? So that's how I start my conversation. So if you always start nice and polite, then not many people will reject you. So some people are trying to type in the chat room right now. So remember, you have to tell other people about yourself first in order to have the interaction with people. Maybe you will think that this opening, it's so normal. So eventually, by doing this normal thing, you will accumulate your own ability, and then eventually it will help you to have the income that you want to have. So this greeting, this opening can help you for your invitation. So, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Rayleigh. May I know your name? You can even try to recognize the sentence. You know, just by practice this opening, I've been practicing for 10 plus years already. So if you can learn from me, then you can save 10 plus years of time. Some people might tell you that you do new skin right now, it's too late. So for people who say that to you, they think that if you enter the business earlier, then you can make a lot of money. But it's not true. Because for some people around me, I made my money after 10 plus years. And for some people around me, they spent 7 years and they made $1 million. Recently, there's another a lady, her name is Shirley. She made millions in 3.5 years. That's why right now it's a good time that because right now, if you start a business right now, you might even make the money faster. So the opening that I just taught you earlier, you have to keep practicing. That might help you. So the first thing I was talking about is the vision. Thank you for doing the interaction with me. You have to have a vision. So another example, there's once we were at the supermarket and I met this young girl. She was selling the sausage there. So I was keep talking to her. So a person's life, it all depends on the environment, the people that they encounter. So I was talking to her. I said, and this young girl, because I started the skincare set, me and her, and it helped me and her. Today, we already made more than $1 billion, New Taiwan dollars. So when I introduced the business to her, she started with the product, and then after she tried the product, she decided to share the product and the business around her friend. Now she has a big team under her. So for the people who are in the States right now, later you can try it. Maybe later you can try method that I was telling you earlier, that I call people and then I ask them, I have a small place, would you like to come to my place and to do demo? So the lady that I was talking about earlier, the young lady, I invite her to my room to do demo. I talked to her for 4 hours. After 4 hours later, she told me that I will never do new skin in my life, because my mom is a teacher and then my older brother, he's doing insurance. There's no way I do with you. If I want to do business, I'll do with my mom or my brother, but not you. And then she decided to buy a set of product from me. And after she purchased the product, I still invite her every month. I invite her to a meeting. Every week I invite her to our meeting, and then every week she says she will come, but she never show up. So the second mindset I want to tell you is you always have to be grateful. Some people might say, why? The people always never show, always teach me why I have to be grateful. For me, I will be saying that I have to be grateful because she gave me hope, even though she didn't show up. And even though she never show up, and then I never really get mad at her too. And then one day, I actually received a phone call. She actually left a voice message to me. And then she said, hi, Ray, I quit my job and then I decide to get to know your business. And then 2.5 years, and then she became a tea lead. And then a few years later, she made $5 million. And then now she lives in a very luxury apartment in Taiwan. She has many famous and celebrity as her neighbors. And she's very, she's a person has responsible. So she actually bought some house for her family too. Remember, in the beginning, she told me that she swears she will never do this business. And that's why I say you have to always have a grateful heart. Because some people might get mad if you get rejected for so many times by the same person, but I never really get mad at her. And we always say that our new skin is a big family. So in a family, do you think that you always trying to point your finger and then say who's right, who's wrong? Or it's a family should be with love? I think many of you that you have your own family, and then some of you might complain about your family member too. But in a family, it should be full with love. Should not be always point your finger to others. So that's why I learned the two things I learned in New Skin is the vision and to be grateful. And the third mindset I'm gonna talk about is that have a mindset of this is your own business. For example, if your sponsor want to help you and then your sponsor try to help you to set your goal, and all like Jasmine, Philip, and then Ivy, Sherry, so many the big leader in this business, they're all self-motivated. Why we should be self-motivated? For the new people, most of the new people, what they're thinking is that maybe I'll just try and see. But I will have to tell you that if you just do it and then with no method, then it's very hard for you to be successful because you don't have a method to do it. But then afterwards, I realized that for the people who are successful in this business, they actually have a method. They use the whole set of product instead of just one, from the hair to toe. And then when they do mask, they don't just do the mask for other people as a demo, they do the mask on themselves. So how much you need to prepare to buy to have this whole set? From back then, even until now, it's the same. It's around $2,000 US dollars. Then you can have a whole set of the everything. So back then, it needs half year of my allowance in order to purchase that. But when I decide to do the new scheme, I already know that this platform can be successful and I already made my decision. So in this business, some people say that you can do it. Some people say that you cannot do it. And for some people, when people tell them that they can do it, they don't believe it. But when people tell them that they cannot do it, then they actually believe them. So, but then to me, my life, I don't care what other people say about me because I'm gonna do it. So I need to prepare a money to buy the whole product set. It needs 67,000 Taiwan dollars, which is 2,000 US dollars. So, and then back then, before I even do new skin, I already maxed out my credit cards because back then I was a student. I didn't know that if you use credit card, you will have to pay back. So I actually maxed out 2 of my credit cards. So I own debt for $200,000 that time, New Taiwan dollars. I was in debt. That time I was around 25 years old. you should ask yourself that who do you want to be after 5 years? So that time I asked me that question, and then I answered my question. I said, I want to make $500,000 after 5 years. So I was thinking that what kind of job can give me that kind of income? How about stock exchange? I remember one of my friends who's in the there's one person who is doing stock exchange, and then half years later he made billions. And I asked him, how can you do that? He said it's easy because I was a billion-dollar to start with. So for him, of course, it's very easy because he was rich to start with. But back then, when I was 25 years old, and I was in debt for $200,000 already. So let me ask you a question first. Do you want to make income this year that can be triple or 5 times or even 10 times more than last year? If you want to, then please give me some emoji on the chat room. And second, do you want to make a passive income, like a rental property income? If you want to, please continue, give me some response in the chat room. And the third question, do you want to give your family a better quality of life? So if your answer is yes to the above 3 questions, so if I can help you to make $1 million, and then you can help your family to change their quality of life. If you can have everything above all, then how much value do you see in those things? So for some people, they might thinking that they can start their own business. It's just like when we do boxing. If you want to do boxing, if you don't practice, then do you think you will win? So for some people, they want to start their business. If you don't practice and then you don't learn, how can you compete with other professionals or other people? So that's why this is what I was thinking back then. For some people, they might be thinking that if they were me back then, they probably think that, oh, this is me. I have no money and I have no friends and I don't look good, everything. But you can also look at the positive side. So let me ask you again, do you want to live a life as a normal life, the ordinary life? Or you want to have a different life? If you want to have a different life, then you shouldn't thinking as a normal life. So that's what I did. So that's why I prepare the $2,000 and to purchase the whole set of product. So when I finally made my decision to put all the product on me, and I start to see some results, a tiny bit results from my business. And afterwards, I heard from our Shirley from US. Shirley actually mentioned before that you want to do this business, you have to have a new skin look. So remember the picture I showed you? This is 3 years after I've been using New Skin's product. But it's okay because I think I actually improved. This was 22 years ago. Now I'm 35 years old. I think I look pretty good. Oh, actually, my actually age is 50 years old. But my mental age is 35 years old. So I prepare everything and then start my business. So now I'm gonna try to conclude everything for you. So first thing is that you should get the benefit from all our product first. In our business, it's duplication. What you use, then other people will use the same thing. So for the past 25 years, I never try to argue with other people how you should do the business or what you should do. I never say if you're doing this wrong. What I did is that I constantly doing the things that it's right, and I keep doing it. Because for the things I do, I probably won't see the result after 5 or 10 years later. I'm so thankful for this business because I have a kid. He is 5.5 years old. Even until today, I never punish him. I never yell at him. He's so good. And even until today, like if I want to go out at nighttime, he will say bye, and then he woke up himself, and then so that I can drive him to school. I'm so grateful of the Nu Skin business. I love to learn. I always learn. So the first thing is to have a long vision. The second is to always have a grateful heart. The third is that you have to think like a boss. So how do you actually do it? It's you should change yourself by using our own product from head to toe. Why you do that? So that you will have confidence to talk to people. So I told you how to opening before, right? So, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Rayleigh. May I know your name? So that the person will respond you. So this is the opening that I give to all of you tonight as my gift, a small gift. And I want to give you another gift today. Is that sometimes when you talk to some people and then end up nothing happen. So what will you do? I will teach you. Some of you might go back and ask the person 2 days later and say, what do you think about the other day? I will tell you this is called a suicide question. I think most girls must know that if you want to ignore a guy, if a guy try to pursue you and then you reject him, and that's what I call a suicide question. So remember what I said, there's no free lunch, and then there's no free work too. So there's no right or wrong, it's just an experience. How should I share with you? Have an interaction. So by looking at this person's friend circle, if this person on social media, he always just posts his pets. So just try to have some interaction with them first. So for many lady or many gentlemen here, when people compliment you, what will you do? Will you reject them? Don't give them the suicide question. Don't ask them right away and say, do you want to do Nu Skin? There's always a stage in between. You need to start with some interaction first by compliment them. By compliment them the thing that they post. So after you interact with them, and then you can talk to them about some product. So there was a person that always sent them something and then he never replied. And I know that this person's daughter, it's same age as me. So every time when I receive some study, some material about the kids, I always share with her. I keep doing that. And then one day she messaged me. She said, hey, Ray, I was looking for you and then I want to buy your product. And then that day she spent $1,000 US to buy the new skin product. So this is what I want to share with you. Today, I want to talk about with you, it's the life you want. What do you want your life? So maybe after you listen to what I shared today, you might have a different thoughts. I want to ask yourself, what do you want to have in five years later? If you want to have triple income, or if you want to give your family a better quality of life, then think about for all those things that you want, the value of it. So so 67,000 new Taiwan dollars, even right now, what can you buy? You can buy a purse, you can buy an iPhone. But the things that you want to buy will not change your life. 20 years ago, I made this decision. When it's not when you make the decision, it will change your life instantly. But when you make the right decision, it will help you direct to the right path. So today we're not talking about to change a job or something. So if you can have $1,500 US every month, would you want it? $1,500 US more every month. You can start by thinking this. And for our success trip, it's a free trip for we have a different, for our success trip, we have different destination, depends on which country you're from. But you can think the first step for yourself is by making $1,500 US more, and then to go on a free trip. So I want to show you my mom. She was so against when I do new skin before 20 years ago. So this is I got from the New Skin charity event. This is the product that I bid on by $15,000 US. And this is my mom's chair. I'm very thankful. So I want to show you, people say that if you do new skin, then you will have to stock products. Those are the products that I stock. And this wine rack, my wine collection, is more than my new skin product. So for some people, they say if you do new skin, you will have to stock new skin product. It's not really right. My wine collection, it's even in I have so many of them. It's even in my washroom. So my mom, back then, she has to work job as a maid. But now this is my mom. So for you to be successful, it's very important for your family. My mom was a housemaid, you need a license to be a housemaid. But now she has two mates for herself. So this is my house. I'm so thankful for my business. This is where I live. There's a swimming pool outside of my house. Every day, I'm so grateful when I wake up. How can I encounter this business to help me to have the life that I want, to spend time with my family, to have the quality of life that I want now. So remember, you only have one goal. It's to help you change your income. Because when you change your life, change your thinking, you can change your ability to make money. So I want to thank everyone today. Thank Philip, Jasmine, and our MC Rachel tonight. Thank you so much for Ray's sharing tonight. Do you guys like it? It's like we're listening to a very nice story. I feel like I haven't even wake up yet. If you think tonight's sharing actually helped you a lot, please give us 3 flowers on the chat room. So today we actually have lots of participants. Ray Lee, he is very sincere and he shared with us the mind.
从世界各地聆听大老师们的智慧，请记得明天又是美好的一天。New Skin 给我们的远远超过我们所思所想，从来没有看过一个人坚持到最后还没有成功的。It's my turn now to become Type 5， 为我们所爱的人及世界全力以赴吧。谢谢我们5天是。
瑞秋老师，可以麻烦大家打开镜头，我们大家一起拍个合照吗？
好的，好，谢谢我们所有的工作人员 ，Darren 老师、瑞老师、Sherry 老师为我们辛苦翻译，还有呢，我们5天启动营的工作人员玉晓老师、新月老师、小健老师、Helen 老师、丽婷老师、秋莲老师们的各个工作人员的协助。那最后呢，我们可以请大家开镜头，比出5的手势。谢谢康瑞老师以及菲利普老师、小 B 老师、刘运华老师，还有 Ellen 拿告老师为我们所做的精彩的演说，请大家开镜头，我们来合。谢谢我们的讲师，请大家开镜头，比个5。麻烦工作人员帮我们拍照。
OK，
谢谢瑞老师。最后请我们开镜头，还有开麦，跟我们老师说声谢谢。
谢谢，拜拜。
Thank you, Rady. Thank you.
谢谢各位老师，谢谢康瑞老师，谢谢菲利普老师。
Happy birthday.
对。大家新年快乐，新年开始快乐！
谢谢老师，谢谢老师，
谢谢老师，感恩，
生日快乐，谢谢老师，
谢谢大家，
大家晚安，
谢谢分享，
谢谢老师，晚安，
谢谢老师，
谢谢老师们，
谢谢老师们，谢谢老师
，NP 的家人们，我们下次再会，拜拜，
康瑞老师，
拜拜。
Okay, finish.